Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. I'm just gonna level with you. It's been a while. More than a week since I played Slay the Spire. I was away at PAX. I'm gonna do a daily, get my language back, learn how to play the game a little bit. Then we'll go back to Ascension. I do want to say, I was a little anxious, you know, in the way that, you know, I want to say it's mild anxiety because I'm a 29-year-old man playing video games for the amusement of strangers, mostly strangers, on the internet. It wasn't like I was worried that it was going to be catastrophic, but I was like, oh, are people going to be mad that I keep losing in Ascension? The feedback, I mean, a lot of feedback on how to be better, no question about it, but the feedback on the entertainment value of the videos is good. I appreciate that, because, like, if my suffering entertains you, it entertains me. And I've got my eye on the light at the end of the tunnel, which is eventually, one day, beating these Ascensions, and how triumphant that'll be. Ironclad, Specialized, Lethality, Terminal. All mildly positive, I would say. Fiendfire is really good. It depends on Terminal to some extent. Lethality, though, is really strong. So let's take a look. Be smart. Talk about everything. Because, you know, when you haven't played in a while, you might forget what things are going on. Oh my god, new sound effects. What a world. We're going to bash you. We're going to strike you. Next turn, we're going to kill you with a Fiendfire. Guaranteed. What did I tell you? Problem solved. Dude, new effects on the collisions as well. Or on the... It's not really a collision, I guess, but you get the idea. Like, when an enemy gets hit, they kind of vibrate. Take a flex. I don't think we need to thicken this deck up too much, to be honest with you. 12 damage for each exhausted card. We're going to not take damage as long as we do this. We could have killed him as well. Didn't really matter because of the terminal effect. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, if we're fighting enemies that won't die in 1 or 2 Fiendfires, we're going to need more gas. So we're going to keep thickening our deck, I guess, as is appropriate. Are you dead? You're only going to take 24 damage, so let's do this instead. We take 1, and hopefully we get him next turn. Okay, we didn't need to play that next one. It doesn't matter, we got him. It's just going to take a minute here. So it feels good to be back. I was disappointed to see that Mega Crit was not at PAX. At least to the best of my knowledge. Absolutely. I wanted to go over, give him a piece of my mind, because I'm the ambassador of the gamers. Most people don't know this, but it's true. I wanted to go over and be like, hey, Mega Crit, where do you get off making what I consider potentially the best roguelite to come out in the past 24 months? Who do you think you are to waste tens of thousands of hours of people's time and none of their money past the original purchase price? Playing your game that's beautiful and elegantly designed? You're a real scumbag, you know that? There will be people that don't understand the context of that joke. Give me a free metallicize for now. I think I'm gonna exhume. Excuse me. Right, Flex was not exhausted. So it's still, like, the only thing we could have played was Spot Weakness for no benefit, but you get the idea. Alright, Shrug. Oh, Fiendfire, 100%. We're gonna get him pretty easily, actually. Basically, if we hit him once next turn, he's done. Dude, this is a really easy daily. So far, at least. But yeah, I was hoping to see Mega Crit and just, you know, they don't need me to say thank you, I'm sure, but I would like to say thank you for making an incredible game, and sometimes it's just nice to hear it in public. So, Mega Crit, if you're watching this, you really blew it. Way to go. All you had to do was spend a couple of grand to demo your game at PAX, and you could have gotten an in-person thank you. Really good value proposition. Well, dude, I do not at all mind taking damage in these situations. Okay, we took 5 damage, who cares, right? Like, get wrecked. We can't be stopped. Feel no pain. Whenever a card's exhausted, gain 3 block. Totally fits. Alright, I'm remembering dailies are a little bit on the easy side, and I love it. Let's see how this works. 30, we'll just try to crush you. We gain 3 block. Oh my lord. If we get an energy relic, we've got like a disgustingly good start here. It would be nice to get Juggernaut to kind of like combo off of these, but I mean, as of right now, it's already working out extremely well. I almost don't want to thicken the deck any more than it already has been done. And you're going to say, well, NL, I understand your... This will work. NL, I understand your position, but simultaneously, aren't you worried that your deck might not be strong enough once you exhaust all of the cards? And the answer is kind of. But we do have spot weakness. As long as we don't exhaust spot weakness, our strikes can eventually do some more damage. We probably want to keep adding some stuff, but... So corruption, it sort of fits, but I don't really want to get rid of necessarily all of my defense when I play them. I think it's our first skip in a little while here. It's just, like, very, very, very strong. If we could get some more zero-cost cards, we might be able to make a combo happen there, but I'm not holding out hope for that dream to happen. This is a really... I mean, we're 6 minutes in and we're almost at the first boss, so it's a very good start. I like powers because they basically exhaust. But I've started to not like Inflame as much when you consider that spot weakness costs the same, does more for you, and is reusable. The only negative is you can't use it when an enemy's not attacking. So what? I think we're going to take Twin Strike just because it gets more benefits from our strength being higher. Now this guy we got to choose wisely. Is this the wise turn? I sort of think why not? It would have been nice to put vulnerability on him as well, but you can't always get what you want. Remember that classic song. I'm going to weaken him just because we are kind of, like, surprisingly not in a great spot here. We're going to take 5 damage. Doesn't really matter. Would have liked to have drawn a Fiend Fire, is what it comes down to. Now, would we rather spot weakness and hit him, or hit him and then we'll have 1 energy left to do something else? I'm going to try this theory out. Okay. That's fine. We're taking no damage, so I'm not going to use my Fire Potion. He's definitely dead next turn. As long as we play Fiend Fires, we're good. Alright, remember, all attacks are upgraded. Dude, I think a second Feel No Pain is totally appropriate in this situation. I will not lose Fiend Fire. I will lose my Strength Potion. We get Letter Opener. I don't know if we've ever played 3 skills in a single turn. But I guess in theory, if we have to, now we have the opportunity to do so. Lantern, giving us some extra support as well. Much appreciated. Little extra energy on turn 1 never hurt anybody. Why not Body Slam? Don't give me the actual reason. I don't want to know it. This is the one that starts in hand? Yes. It's only 1 more block, but it's more than 1 more block, because it's 1 more block per card. Per card, you say. So we're witnessing, I wouldn't necessarily call it a problem yet, but we're not any longer guaranteed to have a Fiend Fire in hand. I mean, we might not have been guaranteed for a while, but it was highly likely we would have a Fiend Fire in hand most of the time recently. I think a Bash followed by a Twin Strike takes you down, followed by that. We get 2 enemies at 40 HP each. None of them are attacking. That's really bad news for them. For me, it's great. So, oh, we could have played it. Not that it would have mattered, I guess, but in hindsight, we probably shouldn't exhaust our Fiend Fires. I love this. Look at that. 19 block. Now we're doing 19 damage as well. Keeping him just barely alive. We're taking none, though. Look at that. Beautiful fight. We found the archetype I like right off the bat. I mean, Feed is mission critical. Pretty tight deck, which is good. We need the HP. Barricade could also be great with our current combination. But I'm going to take Feed. But I'm cognizant of the fact as well. This is very bad. I'm going to take Runic Cube. Because if we take damage, it'll really power up Fiend Fires to be much better. You know, we'll have more cards in hand and do more damage per card, gain more block. You get the idea. Through Feel No Pain. 1, 2, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3-4. Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. What, you don't like music? We can't kill any of them. So I think we should instead let's try to gain as much block as is humanly possible. And we actually gained enough, which is absurd. But what I was going to say is I respect that I have disrespected 40? Let's do it. I respect that I have disrespected Barricade. I've gotten some tweets from people that are like, you really don't give Barricade the credit that it's due. And I believe that you are probably correct. So let me think here for a second. It's 7 block per exhausted card. Oh my god. Do we still have an exhume? Yes. The thing is, I'm trying to get to this feed to kill him. I don't think we're going to get there, though. So I'm just going to... If the exhume comes around, we can obviously get him, but I'm not going to waste my time. Become another casualty of society. I don't think we need cleave. I think it thickens the deck in a non-meaningful way. Extra strength, always useful. I do think Apotheosis is a pretty good pick. Where's our... It'll be our first target to upgrade for sure. And sure, let's take Pair, keep ourselves going here. I kind of like Iron Wave as well, but I don't really want to thicken the deck. I think I'm going to call it here. I think that's acceptable. Loving these new sound effects. Well, I considered maybe playing Apotheosis, and then I didn't. So I guess we won't be playing it. I don't really care about putting up another little bit of block, you know? We're going to draw a ton of cards here. If we draw a Fiendfire, somebody's dead. And if we don't draw a Fiendfire, hopefully somebody's dead. Let's try to knock this fool out. Still taking a lot of damage. These guys are very strong. I will pop this. We got a 14 block, still highly painful. Good lord. You're still exclusively attacking, huh? That's pretty sweet. I'm looking like, is there a way that we make feed work? But the first thing is just like, I mean, come on. So you can see that, excuse me? Thank you. You can see the true value of a barricade. Can you, like, not is the thing? I was gonna say, you should be split, my friend. Okay, now an exhume into a feed. Look at that. Mission accomplished through means that looked really terrible. What about a headbutt? Is it necessary? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no for now. Okay, don't take any damage against this guy. We gotta heal if possible. Seems like a decent start to me. We only exhausted a strike and a defend, the two cards we'd be most happy to exhaust. A lot of our cards are kind of expensive, so I don't really mind getting a Snecko Eye here. I'm going to ignore the other Feel No Pain. I'm going to draw Fiendfire and just play it. Get enough block to take no damage, do as much damage as possible. You get the idea? Why bother? You know, we play a flex, it might... I don't think the optics work. That's all I'm going to say about that. Give me another Body Slam. I'm happy to have a Body Slam in situations where we have Unceasing Top, if I remember to play it, which is rare. We'll do Apotheosis. Let's look at a power as well. Probably Demon Form. You don't quite have enough block yet, and we're not going to get there, but... we're only taking 5, which is not that bad. A permanent strength increase, especially when it's pre-upgraded, is pretty good. Then we did 80 damage, and we're going to take no damage in return. Okay, so I was a little unconfident after fighting the birds, but the birds are kind of like, they're an interesting situation, wouldn't you say? Like, Just wanted to see if we got a feed. I think they're an interesting situation, at least. They tend to be a stopping point. Oh, dude, Dead Branch is absurd here. And yes, we need Juggernaut, absolutely. They seem to be a sticking point for a lot of runs when they get to this point, because you're like, I can't deal with 75 damage coming in every turn, which, by the way, is highly fair. That's hard. Good, good. With him being vulnerable, he's probably dead next turn. Maybe not. Maybe we're dead next turn. Not dead, but quite hurt. 25 damage. Dude, that's no friggin' joke. Give me a feed, please. Okay, well. It works. We're gonna need some heals, though. It's very hard for me to say no to upgrading Apotheosis here, but we've taken enough damage that I'd like to, you know, nip it in the bud as soon as possible. Dude, Bottled Lightning. Okay, I think an Apotheosis, once we upgrade it, is worth putting in hand. But now we only get 3 cards that are not known at the start of every turn, which is pretty bad. I'm trying to get it in my head. Like, it's always worth it, I think. 16 damage. So yeah, it's always worth it to play a Shrug It Off with a Fiend Fire in hand, because you get 8 block and you still do the same amount of damage when you draw. To me, that seems like is doubtlessly a good choice. I'm just gonna invoke Dead Branch Law here and see what we draw, and hope that it's something semi-useful. It's not. I mean, we could play Brutality, but HP is like slightly wonky right now. This is gonna cause you a lot of problems, to be fair. It's not quite as good for, like, Dead Branch purposes, but got the job done. I don't really care how many dazes we drop, as long as we can exhaust them in some way. And again, like here, we pretty much... This isn't even going to kill you. So I think we actually do it like this, just to make sure we get enough block. 28. I don't really want to lose 3 HP. So I will just allow you to do whatever you think you're doing there. And, I mean, this is a terrible hand. Shouldn't have even played the defense, to be honest with you. But if he's not dead next turn, something's gone terribly wrong. I don't think we need Rupture. I just don't think it fits. Alright, this is the moment of truth. If we can kill these guys relatively well, we can upgrade Apotheosis. We'll feel a lot better about this run. I'm going to take Seeing Red, but I did think about the alternative. No. We can't play Fiendfire, Juggernaut, and Twins... Or Fiendfire, Juggernaut, and Feel No Pain. We have to play Feel No Pain. It's just a little unfortunate. So I'm going to exhaust all this garbage. Maybe we'd like to game Metallicize. Or we could Twin Strike and just ice this fool, which is actually not that bad. And I think we're just going to go for the kill on this guy as soon as possible. Man, we really wanted 0 cost stuff, but as of right now we're taking 6 damage, which is not bad. And they're doing nothing this turn, which is very ideal. So I think we'll Exhume. I mean, Juggernaut is really tempting. So but I'm a fool. I'm so glad I got Seeing Red, because otherwise I couldn't have done this. So we'll play Juggernaut. Then we'll Fiendfire, and we should be doing like 100 damage on blocks. Get ready, here it comes. Here it comes. It wasn't 100, obviously. I was being a little facetious, but still. This combo is super nice. It's been a little spottier on this floor, but I think it's getting better. This floor tends to be a big step up anyway. I think the more Feel No Pains, the merrier to some extent. I would love a bag of prep or something, but who wouldn't? In today's economy. I think you Feel No Pain, Fiend Fire, and then hope you draw some stuff at 0 or 1 cost that is good for you. And we did get there. Like, I think Seeing Red is totally fine to take. I actually think Offering is a great call as well. I was kind of hoping, if possible, we're at 34, so we don't need to play any more block. We'd only play it for body slam purposes. I was kind of hoping to draw a feed, or a Fiend Fire would also be fine. So we're going to play it super tight here. Try to get this feed to show up. Every time we get a feed... Lovely. It basically negates Terminal for 4 rooms. Now, do we need 4 Feel No Pains? That's what I'm going to call it, and say that that's probably no longer prudent. So we can make Exhume free, but who cares? But what else are we going to do? Play Exhume. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So we'll play Feel No Pain first, just so we can get some extra block out of it. It's super weird, but we're going to play Exhume to give us block, which makes Body Slam better. We don't really want to make ourselves vulnerable, but you got to do what you got to do. Then we're going to play Exhume to get more block. I know it's not very sensible. We are going to take some damage in the process here. These fools are done, though. Like, first... Hoop. Now, you're probably done, right? I hope so. Kind of bet on it. 1 HP, huh? Alright, well, you know. Happens to the best of us. It's not like you're going to hit me at all. Just trying to see, could we Exhume a feed? Nope. Life goes on. Take another Clash. Dude, we probably should have taken Dark Embrace, huh? That's what happens when you just choose too quickly. It's something I'm very guilty of. So, Feel No Pain. Jeez Louise. Can't even play the Clash. We're going to take 13 damage. It's not horrible, but it's pretty... It sets us back. Let's leave it at that. We have to play Fiend Fire. I think I will flex first. Easy enough. Most enemies don't survive, you know, too many extra turns against us. We will rest. I really want to upgrade Apotheosis, though. And I will. Oh, well, I mean, I won't upgrade it right now because we're going to fight, but I'll do it right now. I'll play it right now, I should say. So I really want to get, like, a Fiend Fire out there on turn 1, but as of right now, it's not really necessary. Body Slam is 4 damage. I guess I'll hit you. See what we got. Hit you again. Alright, so we're looking to use the Swift Potion to get a great Fiend Fire. I do want to play Juggernaut. I don't think we can. Not yet, anyway. So, crush one of them. We're taking none. Still, just get that out there. We're going to have to deal with an attack coming from him next turn. 24 damage. It's not bad. Now we have an unbelievable amount of block. 8 block every time we exhaust the card. So we're already at 32. Let's get this out here. It's not really a particularly strong turn, but... this guy's getting into a bad spot. Let's leave it at that. Okay, this is just terrible. Get all this out of my hand. The danger with this deck is that via Dead Branch and Fiend Fire, the more we play, the more different our deck looks. You know, like this no longer looks like the deck we started with. It works for now, but that may change at some point. Or it may not, for all I know. Really wanted a Fiend Fire. I was going to say we have to have exhausted one at some point. So what I'm going to do... Feel No Pain, Exhume, Fiend Fire, and we've now... I don't even understand. Jeez Louise. I'm just going to kill one. But we should be gaining... I mean, we might have gained like 120 block there, is my guess. 140. It's still really good. I mean, it's better, really. My brain is just scrambled from what's happening right now. It is a little slower than I thought it would be at this point. And we did... Oh, you just ruined your perfect for no reason. What's wrong with you? I do ask myself that question from time to time. I'm just saying, like, kind of came out of nowhere. It'd be really nice if we could get a body slam and not exhaust it. Like, just to get a body slam right here, for example. Well... Because a Fiendfire, then draw a Body Slam off the dead branch is worth about 1,000 block. Now this guy, by the way, we're not going to die to him, in case it's not abundantly clear. But why not get a Barricade out there? It's becoming very clear the Barricade is a card we should add to this deck as soon as is humanly possible. I mean, we could have like 500 block by now. That might not be a joke. I think you just exhume every time. You just exhume Fiendfire. Now we might want to go for broke. It's early, potentially, but with that Barricade out there, I mean, there's some problems for this guy. Also, we should have taken, or maybe we exhausted it. What happened to Juggernaut? That's what I'm trying to get at. Well, we're not even coming close to taking damage. This deck, I think I've kind of gotten off the rails with it. It seems a little unfocused right now. I'm priming myself up for an extreme, like, oh, you don't say, from the comments. And you know what? This is very valid right now. This might be the longest this fight has ever gone on without us really being in a dangerous position whatsoever. Like... We didn't even come close to dying. We just got hit once. We already have a Juggernaut in the deck. That's true, right? Yes. We don't need a second. I think another Fiendfire is also appropriate. I don't really care to add more cards to the deck, so give me the extra energy. Energy's been a mild problem. We don't have a huge combo deck. I don't mind fighting Time Lord. It looks like we have two. Start here. Alright, 5 energy turn 1. This is a big one. 25 damage, huh? That's what I was hoping for. A little Fiendfire. So we'll definitely, like, knock one out. If we Bloodlet, what are we going to play? You get 1 energy? We're going to Bloodlet into, like, Ghostly Armor. Who cares? Or Fire Breathing. Not worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, what are we missing on this deck? I don't really know. Certainly that Apotheosis being cheaper, being able to draw more cards early. There's a lot of semi-valuable stuff, without a doubt. I just don't know how truly valuable it is. We're taking none for sure. I'll Hemokinesis then. Like, it feels like a deck where we should have gotten the Wombo by now, and we haven't. Which is doubtlessly, by the way, my own fault here. I think I've got the right idea and just executed it slightly incorrectly. But so far, so good here. Sword Boomerang is probably good enough. I mean, it obviously comes pre-upgraded. One of these guys should be no problem. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 5 block for each. So this literally does nothing. Except, if we play it, we can play Clash, but then we can't play Fiendfire. Okay. Once we get our engines on, like, you can't be stopped here. Prior to getting those engines on, it can be a little spotty. It really, like, to some extent, I think it comes down to we need more draw. Now that we have energy, draw might be the most important thing. Okay. Man, we're gonna take a nasty hit here. We can heal, but this is extremely bad. Like, these guys are ruthless. I think there's no better time to pop 2 blood potions, because our HP, if we're being honest, it's not getting any better. Okay, we'll start with Seeing Red. This exhausts, so it's basically free for us. And then we'll do the exact same thing right here. I don't know what we're hoping for. It's like a free barricade to preserve all this block. We don't need to even play Battle Trance. So we have 194 block on a turn where nobody's attacking. Good optics. What we're really looking for is putting up a lot of block and then using that block to kill this guy without having to worry about it. More or less mission accomplished right there. You know what would be nice to get, actually? Is calipers. Calipers would completely fit the deck. Yo, this thing's moving now. We do want to play it. I think we do want to play it. We want to play it. What is happening? I've lost sight of what's going on here. Let's bash him. We might be able to kill him with a good Fiend Fire next turn, especially if we have draw. Or Fiend Fire, which would also be a good option were it to show up. Okay, I mean, still fine. Sorry, we got... Oh, because we take the extra 10 damage. I don't think we had any control over it there, but still, I feel bad. Nope. Alright, shop with 404 gold. Calipers, exactly what we asked for. And apart from that, extra 2 strength on elite combat does not seem necessary. I will take the body slams. I don't think they've been 10 out of 10 for us, but they are free. With 16 HP down, I'm going to upgrade Apotheosis. It's basically like getting 1 extra energy at the start of your combat. It's like having a second lantern right now. I will fight a boss from Act 1 every single time. Like, in theory, this also allows us... You know what? In theory, this also allows us to heal for 6, which is worth something in its own right. I don't really want to play an Offering, if possible, even though it would let us play a Limit Break. The thing is, whenever you play an attack, take 3 damage. So this shouldn't hurt us that badly. It should hurt us for 3 block, exactly. You know what? No, not worth it. Thanks to Calipers, we keep the slightest amount of block. Hand of Greed doesn't seem that useful right now. Dude, Fiend Fire is a great counter to this guy. If only you could set up your deck to actually have this card, you know. Or this combination, I should say, so early. Not too likely. I don't really want to let him live. But I don't really want to... I mean, we could play a Bludgeon, he lives. Okay, that's fine. We don't take any damage. I thought there was some kind of... There was a way we could solve that puzzle, but maybe there wasn't. He's dead anyway. Old coin. Probably useless. We'll see what these question marks entail. This is a good test for us. So, oh, well, he could have done that in a different direction, but that's okay. We could bring back Apotheosis. I would say that that is likely to be considered unnecessary. Now, it's important to remember it's pretty bad. We're taking 35, but there may be turns where we want to Fiend Fire to block. I don't know if any of these are represented right here, but... One bad turn, but a little extra strength. We could dodge the other elite if we want to. Dude, I don't think we've seen a curse all game. I'm going to dodge that elite at least. And we'll transform maybe a basic strike. Became Hemokinesis, which I think is probably fine, although our HP is low. Flash of Steel is really good. I actually kind of like New Transmutation as well. Psychic cards from Mega Crit. Something, something, mission. Hopefully we get 2. That's Californication, by the way. Hopefully we get 2 Feel No Pains in our hand. Apparently that's not how that works. My mistake. Okay, now we're popping. Sorry, transmutation. So you can probably guess what we're going to do here, which is the exact same thing. It's a 160 damage turn with 65 block. We did get debuffed like crazy, but he's not hurting us. So I don't think we play Hemokinesis. We kind of need the HP as it stands right now. Yeah, Calipers, I mean, if we're not going to get Barricade, Calipers seems appropriate right now. I am an idiot. I was like, we'll just play that and then we'll play Feed. I didn't even look at the fact that we just crushed him with it. Okay, so if we do well in this fight, everything could go according to plan. Not feel too bad about it. You're doing 24 damage. I'm playing the Exhume, honestly, exclusively to get the extra block. We've got a pretty okay combo going here, in my world at least. I will play Limit Break and then Cleave just to get out ahead of things. And I think we're doing just fine. I mean, we gained 4 strength on that turn. We're going to have 29 block rolled over as well. Unceasing? Has to be 0 cost. It's very unlikely. Now this is our turn where we go on him if possible. So Shrug is always worth playing. And the Body Slams are just absurd now. We don't even need the Fiend Fire in some situations. Alright, we'll rest. I think we're ready. We could die against this guy, genuinely. I love that, by the way. We played 5 cards, didn't accomplish too much, but we could die against this guy. He has some nasty turns. Honestly, Exhume, Dark Shackles makes my life a lot easier. Now, just absolutely crap on him. It's a good start. We got 4 turns left. I mean, a pummel is decent. I kind of like the idea of Bloodlet. I want his strength to roll over this turn, so let's Bloodlet. Body Slam is just disgusting here. And then what else could we play? I prefer not to play Brutality, so to play a Twin Strike is totally fine. He's going to heal next turn. We could possibly kill him if we had a turn that was as good as this turn was. How would we do it? I mean, Feel No Pain's a little overkill, but I mean, I guess this is how we would do it. Now we gain 16 block for every exhausted card. What we want is to draw a Fiend Fire. Instead, I guess we'll just kill you with Body Slams. Yo, that was a really fun deck to roll. 38 minutes, good daily, 2 perfects, not a beyond perfect, which we should have had the opportunity to have, but whatever. 10-22 is not a bad score in the whole scheme of things. And we'll go check our leaderboard standings here. 400th with the daily almost done. I can live with that. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See you!